If you don't put down the pie, you're gonna keep eating the pie. Now, was there any demand for a reinvention of fruit punch? I don't know about that. Welcome to the Boulder City Jamboree. It's all right. I don't know. Good morning on this glorious Saturday morning where it's currently 65 degrees at 7:30 in the morning. There's Bolt back there. And there's Bailey back there. This is the one day over a 6-day period we don't have wind here in Las Vegas, so I gotta take advantage. It is absolutely glorious. It doesn't get any better than this. I've had a little bit longer gap than usual in my posting here because I was elbows deep in an ice cream maker all week for frequent reviews. Sometimes these like small appliances, they just consume my life for like 3 straight days. It's like that's all I can think about, it's all I can do, and I'm kind of glad that it's over. But on today's agenda, I have 2 different taste tests for you. And I'm going to be running over to Boulder City for their Jamboree. I have no idea if there's anything worth showing you, but I'm going to dive right into it. I've got my kind of opening act taste test for this video before I do my main course later on. Main course being M&Ms. The first one I want to try out, I saw a display for it at my store. It came out a few months ago as a Circle K exclusive, and it's only recently hit the shelves, and I forgot to bring it out here, so let me go grab it. And I'm back. So my first taste test is going to be the Monster Energy Ultra Punk Punch. On the can they say they've reinvented what fruit punch should be. Now, was there any demand for a reinvention of fruit punch? I don't know about that. I mean, let's not overstretch a little bit here now. They say 0 sugar, not too sweet, and that's the one thing. If all punches are too sweet, they say it's not too sweet, that sounds like a good idea. They say it has a perfect amount of energy to power you through your next show. My next show. On the top here it says 0 sugar plus L-carnitine plus taurine. So without further delay, let's jump right into it. I need a little caffeine boost before I head to Boulder City. Maybe this will be it. But the most important thing is, how does it taste? Smells a little bit like Hawaiian Punch, which I love Hawaiian Punch, even though it's too sweet for me. But here we go. First taste of the Monster Energy Ultra Punk Punch. There's a tart finish to it. It's tart. One drink, I'm already thinking it tastes like a bit of a carbonated Hawaiian Punch. It doesn't have too much of that energy drinky. It doesn't have too much of an energy drink feel to it. Now, the 0 sugar, I can tell that's an artificial sweetener, which I have to drink, so I don't really mind so much. But it does have, it lingers just a little bit longer than I like. Not too bad, but that artificial flavor it just lingers a little bit. Kind of like that friend that doesn't get the hint you're ready for bed. He just lingers a little bit too long. They say it's not too sweet, but it's actually quite sweet in an artificial sweetener sort of way. The best way I can describe it is, get out of here. Yeah, crazy bee flying around me. The best way I can describe it is basically carbonated Hawaiian Punch with a pretty significant tart aftertaste with just a hint of artificial sweetener. That's pretty much it. It's not bad at all. It's almost too sweet for me to drink an entire can of it. I mean, that would be a lot for me to drink, just because there's so much of a tartness left over at the end. I don't really want my mouth to feel like that long enough to drink an entire can of it. I was talking to Jacey this morning, and she was interested in trying it. Let me see if I can get her out here to get her opinion of this. All right, I am here with the illustrious Jacey.
Hello. What a beautiful day it is to be here.
It is a beautiful day today. So Jacey was talking to me about this, and she wanted to try this out herself. So I just took my own sip. Let's see if Jacey wants to see what she thinks.
Your shorts match this, and so does your shirt a little bit. Interesting. Okay.
Sorry.
Rude. It smells like fruity.
This is fruity.
That's pretty good.
How would you describe it?
It's weird because it says 0 sugar, but I would almost describe it as a more sugary fruit punch.
Yeah, it's funny. On the can they say it's less sweet. I'm like, it's more sweet.
Yeah, it tastes more sweet.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought the can was a little deceptive.
I really like it a lot.
Do you really?
It's interesting. It's not quite exactly like regular fruit punch.
No, it's like carbonated, slightly energy drinky fruit punch.
Yeah, I like it. Would have again, would you?
I probably would. It's just, I don't know if I have the whole can because it's so sweet.
Yeah, it is really sweet.
Yeah, it's sweeter than I thought it was going to be.
Sweeter than regular fruit punch. Sorry.
Let's give some to Bolt and see how much he runs around for an hour. No, Bolt, you don't get any.
Show him right now. He looks so cute.
Bolt, you don't get any.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do a whole can. Maybe a quarter of a can.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like a lot, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. There's something very different about that.
Even though they say it's less sweet, we think it's more sweet. Speaking of sweet, I got a slight rant here for a second. I've talked about this before. I got Jacey sitting over here. I don't even know why I'm going off on this rant right now. But if you ever click on a single article on any of these websites, they'll show you 1,000 more like it. So the other day, I made the mistake of clicking on an article about how much Jodie Sweetin made in residuals from Full House. And I kid you not, within 24 hours, I've probably seen 10 different websites with the exact same article. Here's how much Jodie Sweetin made in residuals on Full House. I don't care. I barely cared the first time I clicked on it. I sure don't care the 10th time I see it in my feed. Get out of here with your dumb Jodie Sweetin articles.
Why'd you click on it then?
I was just curious how much she made. She made 1 cent. She made 1 cent on a check, on one of her checks. So I was like mildly interested the first time, but it's like, really? Why is it that when one place publishes an article like that, you have like 10 other like fake AI generated versions that show up on these websites that get shoved in my face? Anyways, I don't know why I went off on that, but I thought somehow I went from sweet drink to Jodie Sweetin.
You were thinking of Jodie Sweetin while you're drinking this sweet drink.
I guess so. Anyways, well, I think it's about time to head over to Boulder City in a little bit. Boulder City, and then next taste test after that. Welcome to the Boulder City Jamboree. Is it better than this Tiki Punch? Let's see. Which one's better?
Oh, true.
I'm gonna say the Shasta is a little better. Not as sweet. Yeah, not as sweet. I like it better. Here's my lunch at 9:50 in the morning. I have a delicious pulled pork sandwich and some mac and cheese on the side. This is my breakfast. Yummy. Let's try this first. Yeah, good mac and cheese, it's hard to come by. Average mac and cheese is common. Good mac and cheese, hard to come by. Time for this bad boy now. I'm gonna need more napkins. This is what Jacey's eating. I think it looks better than what I've got. I should have got what you got. Ah, that looks good, man.
We can share.
All right. I ended up liking hers more than she did, and she ended up liking mine more than I did, so we switched. Nothing like pork, 10 o'clock in the morning, and flies buzzing around. It is time for another freaking 2 taste test. On today's menu, we have the 3 M&M's Bakery Collection flavors. If you haven't heard of this, M&M's has 3 different flavors. They want people to vote on them to see which one wins. The 3 flavors are cherry chocolate cupcake, lemon meringue pie, and peanut butter cinnamon roll. Now, what's funny is I've gone online, particularly on Reddit, it seems like everybody seems to either love or hate all 3 of these. Some people say if peanut butter and cinnamon don't go together. Some people say it's the best flavor ever. And pretty much the same thing for all these. There doesn't seem to be any consensus which one is the best, so I'll give my 2 cents on this, and you still have about 2 weeks from the time this video is posted before you can finish voting. Although I've had a hard time finding these. The peanut butter ones I found in a box in the back of Vons. The lemon meringue were actually prominently displayed in Walgreens. And the cherry chocolate cupcake were way in the back in a display of Target. But let's see what we're dealing with here now. Let's start off with the larger of the bunch, the M&M's Lemon Meringue Pie. According to the website, they say, each bite combines creamy white chocolate with a zesty twist of lemon. We shall see about that. M&M's. Now these don't feel real heavy. They almost feel like those M&M Crunch. They feel very light. Here are the 3 colors, which I don't think have any difference in taste. I think it's just for aesthetic purposes. I guess to match the colors of a lemon meringue pie. All right, here we go. Lemony. Do I get lemon pie? Maybe. It's more crunchy than I expected. I don't know what I expected, but I thought it was gonna be crunchy. I didn't think it was gonna be crunchy, and it is crunchy. It's a pretty pleasant lemon flavor. It has kind of a nice artificial flavor lemon taste to it. There's something in there that actually almost tastes like the pie crust. I'm not sure what it is, but I do get a hint of lemon plus pie crust. I think they did a pretty good job with this one. Yeah. For my Reddit brethren who did not like that one, we are in disagreement because I thought that one was actually quite nice. Let's move on now to the peanut butter cinnamon roll. This is, as with all of them, has its fans and detractors. Whoa. Here's the colors of this one, and these feel heavier. I mean, compare the cinnamon roll M&Ms with the lemon meringue pie, they're larger. This one is described as peanut butter cinnamon roll chocolate candies blend creamy peanut butter with a dash of sweet cinnamon roll goodness. Let's take a bite here. Peanut butter and cinnamon roll, huh? Perhaps not surprisingly, the interior reminds me of the peanut butter M&Ms. Shocker, right? At first, when you take a bite of it, it just tastes like a peanut butter M&M. Then kind of toward the end, there's a cinnamon flavor that kind of wafts up at you. Do I like it though? That's all right. I don't know. I'm not sure the addition of cinnamon really improves upon the peanut butter M&M flavor to begin with. It's a pleasant flavor, but it's not something I'd probably reach for again. I'm thinking between this one and the lemon, I'm still gonna lean toward the lemon. I'm not sure I really like the peanut butter or cinnamon enough to really vote for it. But we have one more here, and this one I might be horribly biased, but it sounds right up my alley. You got me with cherry and chocolate anything I almost always like. So let's see what we got here. Compared to the other two, you can see that the size is roughly the same as the peanut butter cinnamon roll and larger than the lemon meringue. And these feel a little bit more like traditional M&Ms in my hand. Let's give it a taste. Texture-wise, that's an M&M. That has that chocolate interior, and there's this really nice like cherry addition to it. This tastes good. Here's the final look at all three of these: lemon meringue, peanut butter cinnamon roll, and the chocolate cherry cupcake. Looking at the insides of them, here is a lemon meringue. You can see it has a crunchy interior. Peanut butter cinnamon roll, more of an M&M's peanut butter. Cherry chocolate cupcake, more of a chocolate-centered M&M. I like the lemon meringue. I kind of lean towards not liking the peanut butter one as much. And I really like the cherry chocolate cupcake. That's the one I'm voting for. When I finish this video, I'm going online and I'm voting for this one. Everybody's got their own opinion. Mine is that it's a blowout. There is no competition. This is by far the best one. As far as I'm concerned, this one wins, hands down, in this completely subjective taste test. Let's try them all together, see what that tastes like. One cherry chocolate cupcake, one peanut butter cinnamon roll, one lemon meringue. One of each, let's try it out. It's funny how the lemon and the cinnamon can just bulldoze everything else. I got almost no other flavors. Those two flavors was like lemon, cinnamon. Not really that pleasant either. I need to wash it down with a cherry chocolate cupcake. And with that, back to the vlog before this day is over. She still thinks there's a lizard back there. There's no lizard. But you know, my postscript on those M&Ms, the cherry just has this pleasant aftertaste that just lingers in the best possible way. And thinking about the peanut butter one, to me, it's just a bit unbalanced. You know, cinnamon and peanut butter, I don't know about that. Personally, I don't see it. And then the lemon meringue pie, it was pleasant, but you're not looking for pleasant. You're looking for something that make you want to go back for more. I'm still thinking about the cherry ones, the cherry chocolate cupcake. I'm still thinking about them. But speaking of pie, something crossed my mind when I said pie earlier, and I thought to myself, I'm going to mention this later. How many of you remember the Nutrisystem for Men commercials from like 10 years ago? And I don't know if all of them said this, but I know at least some of them said it. And these are the ones that had like Dan Marino and other people like that. But toward the end of the commercial, it would say, "Put down the pie and call us now." Put down the pie. So they're saying to the men watching that commercial, you're so fat and lack self-control so much that we're assuming you're just sitting there eating pie while watching television. Wow. I'm not sure that's really the best marketing. I mean, what do I know? I don't know anything, except for the fact that I did sports marketing for 15 years. But that doesn't mean I know anything. But I would never insult my potential customers like that. But I still laugh about it. Put down the pie and call us now. If you don't put down the pie, you're going to keep eating the pie, and then you're going to get bigger. What's also interesting, I also read recently that all those old school weight loss companies like Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem, that industry has lost 50% of its value over the last like 3 or 4 years with the rise of the GLP drugs. Not a good time to be in that industry. Glad I didn't buy stock in that. But I want to go buy stock in my bed because I need a nap. Will I take one? Probably not, but it sure sounds good right now. taking an extra long walk at sunset because I feel like I ate a little bit too much today. And not just the M&Ms, but at the Jamboree as well. Maybe I should have put down the pie. You know, there's something about the sunsets this time of year that are just extra special. I love to sit out here and watch them. But unfortunately, the mosquitoes will be arriving soon and I can't do it much longer. But I had a good day and I hope you have one as well. I appreciate you watching and I'll see you next time.